Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Spring has sprung, and that means it's time to get with the program. We gotta get our lives together. The year's like flying by, y'all. We gotta get it together. Finally feeling pretty outside, and it's also very yellow outside. Thank you, pollen, North Carolina. There's just pollen everywhere. I'm yellow, my dog's yellow, my kids are yellow, everything's yellow. Today, we are spring cleaning and decorating. I have like kind of transitioned to like a new decor vibe. So I'm gonna be showing you guys some of the new decor pieces I got for spring, as well as cleaning up. Let's be honest, my house always needs cleaning. I am a mother after all, and I live here, so things are not always clean, as you can see behind me. We're also gonna be planting. I really wanna plant things this year. Spoiler alert, I always plant things and it never goes very well, but this year I have really high hopes. There's also gonna be a lot of honesty and realism in here, showing you guys how I really like kind of sucked over the winter and didn't keep up with a lot of things, and like what things have changed since the last time the weather was warm, what things I have to fix, because there are a lot, especially outside. So today we're just getting our lives together for spring. So let's listen to some spring music. Let's get in the spring mood. Hopefully this will give you guys some motivation to, you know, clear up some clutter in your house, get some stuff together, and get in the mood for spring. So let's start with some gardening, and I look like a hot mess in this video, just throwing that out there, so no judgment. Here's my hot messness. I don't normally come on camera with absolutely this much of a mess, but I just left the gym. So I cut the grass at one point during the winter because it was getting kind of long, and I accidentally ran into one of my things that I made last year, and I killed it. So I have to rebuild it. So that being said, there is going to be another back porch makeover, and it's gonna be even better than the last one, where I'm gonna rebuild that, and I'm going to paint the floor, and I'm going to like do all kinds of stuff, but I have not done anything out here since winter, and it needs a lot of love. So I know it looked really good last year, and I intend for it to look really good again, but it looks extra bad because I did run into that and break it, and so nothing looks very good. So just take that with a grain of salt. What I am about to do is put together a plant stand that's gonna live out here, and I wanna go ahead before I even do the makeover and refix everything and put the plants on it, because they need to get planted. So that's why I'm kind of doing things out of order. Do not judge me because it looks like a mess out here. And I know you guys wouldn't, because you're my favorite, but it's so embarrassing because it did look really, really good. And I have a lot of big plans, and I feel like I learned a lot from last year's DIY on the porch. So I know that I will do it even better this year. Okay, so this is a plant stand that I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and see, there's like leaves everywhere. So embarrassing. Anyway, this is a plant stand I got off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm about to put it together and put plants on it. So let's fix it back up. It wouldn't fit together in my car, so that's why I had to take it apart. But now we're gonna put it back together. Okay, so she's all put together. Those are strawberries. Strawberries, plants. I also have these plants that I've been growing. These are flowers. They are, oh my gosh, annuals, zinnias, and more zinnias. I wanted to get some flowers that I could grow to be like cut flowers. And here I have a peony, and then I have these two planters here that I'm about to plant some more bulbs in. I just wanted to do a bunch of flowers this year that I could cut, and then I'm also gonna have a garden that will have like vegetables in it. So stay tuned for that, because I'll also be doing some more. I think there'll be 2 parts to the backyard makeover. This is probably going to be the most realistic video I have put up in a really long time. This video has taken me weeks to finish, y'all. There has been setbacks both personally and some that are out of my control, and at one point I almost scrapped the entire video because I didn't feel professional enough for me. It didn't feel like the type of content I wanted to be putting out, but I reminded myself that I am here to show y'all all the sides, and I'm not perfect, and I don't always have everything together, and I have a real life that I have to live while also creating content. So it's not always going to look perfect. So here's this video. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I hope that it gives you some motivation to get things done and get out there and just do what you can, even if it seems really difficult. If you're new here, my name is Kilee. I'm 30 years old and my middle name is really Rainbow. I make YouTube videos about home decor, holidays, DIYs, and motherhood, and I like to keep it real. I live in North Carolina. I have 2 daughters who are 5 and 10, and I'm married to my husband Tim, who works in the oil field, which means he's hardly ever here, y'all. Let's be friends. I would love to have you subscribe. I put up videos every week here on YouTube, and I also post a ton on TikTok and Instagram. So this probably doesn't look that much better, but I took everything that wasn't like something that was meant to be in here out. This is all mint, and I'm actually kind of hoping that the mint just takes over this whole thing. And rosemary, and this is my rosemary bush, and I saved it last year. It almost died. And this, my friends, is a carrot. I haven't planted carrots in here in 2 years, but that is a carrot. See it? So I have 3 carrots and a bunch of mint and some rosemary in here. And then these 2 things that I just cut all the old ones off, and we're in there. We're working with it. And then I put these on, which are not straight at all, but it's fine because they're holding it together, so whatever. So when I'm gonna film a video, I put everything over here. I put it in one spot so I know where it's all gonna go, but I wanna show you guys everything. First thing are these beautiful flowers from Amazon. You'll find all this linked on my Amazon list down below, so check that out. We're also gonna be DIYing some stuff today. This is for my new coffee table. It's also from Amazon, just a little tray. You might remember the Christmas incident where I lit my last coffee table tray on fire. So that's not gonna happen to this one. No candles allowed. A couple things from Dollar Tree. You guys know I'm into the bee vibe right now. My whole front porch was bees. So I got this little candle holder. I got this little box that has a little bee on it, both from Dollar Tree. Candles for the candle holders. I got this little print. I really like the print. I don't like how dark the background is, but I really like the teacups. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but this is from Dollar Tree. I also have the sandpaper for the DIY over here, and a ton of flowers from the Dollar Tree. Actually, it's the $1.25 tree now, but whatever. So this is all the flowers. I love wisteria. It's blooming everywhere right now. I know a lot of people hate wisteria because it's really hard to get rid of, but I have a slight obsession with it. So these are all like little wisterias, and then some white flowers. I think I should start over on the table. That way I can have at least one space done, because everything is so cluttered right now that I am just overwhelmed. Like when I don't know what to do, I just have to start with one spot. So the first spot we're gonna do is the table. Life with children, okay? This is a jar of leaves that is apparently this caterpillar food on my kitchen table. So now that I've done a little bit in the garden to try to get things ready to grow, I need to bring some of that same spring energy and motivation inside too. I just have a lot of places that are in need of some decluttering and refreshing for spring. I have a huge break now between now and the next holiday, so I've got to figure out something to fill my space. It just was feeling really stagnant in here with like no decor. And I've mentioned a few times actually, I've been trying to kind of shift in how I decorate too. So I'm really loving more traditional and antique pieces, blues and whites, and a more transitional style. Switching up decor styles is overwhelming, so all I can recommend is that you work on it a little bit at a time. So I've been hitting up a lot of thrift stores, antique stores, as well as scouring Facebook Marketplace to try to find new pieces I can use on a budget to make my space feel more like the vibe I am looking for. regularly, you have probably seen that I have not been putting up as much YouTube content as usual. There's a lot of reasons behind that, which I'll be giving more insight on, of course, but please know that I love y'all. I have a lot of plans for great videos, and I'm still sharing on TikTok and Instagram often. So if you miss me, make sure you're checking me out there too. But making YouTube videos is a lot of work. It's really time consuming, and spring is a really busy time of year for our family. With school being almost out, there's, testing, shows, recitals, practices, concerts, all of that. There's so much going on with 2 kids, and I do most of my mom life alone because my husband's always gone. So I'm the only one taking the kids to all of this. I've also realized that it's important for me to prioritize quality content over the amount of videos I put up. Quality over quantity, y'all. That's all I can say. When I do prioritize quality over quantity, my videos are better and they do better and more people like them. So I just wanted to make sure y'all know that I am here. I have plans, but I want to give you really good content and not just throw something together for the sake of putting up a video. So please stay tuned. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok, and I've got more really good content coming your way that you can actually utilize and learn from. I'm really interested in doing a more transitional and traditional style because it really feels like it'll be a lot more timeless and easy to work with. Farmhouse style and all the stuff you see at Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx is great and cute, but it's constantly changing. It's not something you can add to with the seasons, and in a few years it'll all be out and there'll be a whole new trend. So I'm trying to get away from trends and use decor that's more subtle, more neutral, and that will just go along with all of the seasons. I also really love to incorporate antiques because I love history. I also love the fact that instead of buying all new things, I'm repurposing things that have already been used, which makes me feel better. And it's a lot more budget friendly. It makes it harder for me to link the things for you, but overall, I feel like it's just better for the world in general. In the next part of this video, I'm actually going to be DIYing an antique coffee table that I got off Facebook Marketplace for 50 bucks. And it's going to replace my Big Lots coffee table that I've had for the past couple years. The Big Lots coffee table is 3 years old. It is broken. It looks terrible. It did not hold up well. And the new coffee table is probably 10 times as old, but it's in much better condition. Isn't that crazy that something that is so old is in better shape than something that I just bought 3 years ago? So ignore my very realistic garage. It's very messy out here. But this is my new coffee table that I got from Facebook Marketplace. And I don't like the color of it right now because it's like a very cherry color, and I want it to be less of a cherry color. So let us start sanding it. I really don't want to have to strip it, so I'm going to try to sand it and see how it goes. I have these 2 sandpapers. We're going to see if they take this off and restore it to wood, so I can then stain it to be less of an obnoxious color. Okay, let's do it. So the only thing I didn't love about this coffee table was that it had some marks on the top, and the cherry color was just a little too red for my taste. It won't look much different once it's done, but it will look cleaner and more restored to a better state. Sanding was the longest part of the process, but honestly, this was a really, really simple DIY. Channel are wondering what video is next, now is my chance to convince you to stay and subscribe. I like to think of every one of you as my friend, and it means so much to me when y'all become a part of this community. So if you're new, say hi down below. I've got tons of fun content coming up soon to share. My next big project is the backyard. Redoing the porch again this year and fixing it all up, as well as creating an outdoor garden area to enjoy this summer to just give our backyard a lot of really great vibes for the summer and a great place for us to hang out. Also, I'm gonna be doing a room makeover for my daughter and so much more that I can't even tell you all about yet, but trust me, I've got a lot of good content up my sleeve. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. So my next wish for my living room is for a new couch. The one we have was new when we bought our house 3 years ago, just like my coffee table, but it's already showing quite a lot of signs of wear in some areas, and it feels so bulky and just not the vibe I'm looking for. So I've been keeping an eye out, but I really can't wait to get a new couch to complement the space better. Rome wasn't built in a day though, and neither is my home decor, and it's not realistic for me to buy it all at once and just throw it all in here. Wish I could, but I can't, so that's the side of home decor I show y'all. If you're new, I like to show things in stages and show the progress because it's not realistic for most people to go out and redecorate an entire room at the same time. Coffee table also came with an end table that I still need to sand down and restain as well, but that did not happen in today's video. I did get everything all set up though, and I really like how it turned out. It looks so much less cluttered with these coffee tables, and at least there's that, right? I want to thank y'all for watching today. This video feels a little bit all over the place, but that's my life, and I just want to try to stay positive about it and show you guys the realistic side. Not everything is done at once, and sometimes it's a struggle to get even the smallest project finished because life happens. So I hope y'all enjoyed this and related to it, and if you're not subscribed, hopefully you will. I have a lot of really fun, good, useful content coming up, and I want y'all to be here for it. So please, please stick around. Have a great day, and if no one's told you lately, you're doing a really amazing job.